I will never post Facebook Reels ever again. Now, before I show you, let me say this. For about a few months, I posted about 160-ish, I think about 163, 164 Facebook Reels. Guess how much money I made? I'm gonna give you a second. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee as you're contemplating. 163, 164 Reels over 3 months. Are you ready? Boom. A whopping, mind-blowingly insane amount of 88 cents. Yup. I didn't even make enough money to buy something at the dollar store. 88 cents. I might be able to buy something on Amazon. I think they have like 50-cent items on Amazon. I don't know. Maybe a discounted tuna packet at the grocery store is what I made after I don't know how many hours of work. Now, to show you the more detailed analytics besides just the amount, which I feel like this is the big number most of you and most people usually want to see, here's my analytics. I'm going to round this. I got about 8,000 views. So I will say this. It's not like I got an insane amount of views. 8,000 views, especially on vertical videos, Reels, Shorts, TikToks, tomato kind of mentality. Not that much at all. So I will say that, my reach was only about 2,000. So it's like if I look at all these things, it's kind of like whatever. If I look at my most popular videos, you can see some of these are one kind of a funny meme comedy like skit, but most of these are fitness related. Skateboarding one, wall planche push-ups, parkour, calisthenics, turning Bill Burr comedy into EDM, more parkour flips, one kind of like commentary video I had. So I will say this. My Facebook Reels in general did not perform that well. But there might actually still be a benefit to using Reels in your situation. Now, I want to say this. To take a step back, I posted a video about a couple days ago about why I'm never going to post YouTube Shorts. To sum up that video, which is very important for this video, I posted the same content on different platforms. I had my TikTok videos be out there, and I want to say I'm not monetized on TikTok, so you're kind of playing for free, if I'd word it like that. And then I posted the same videos on YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. On YouTube Shorts, my videos did get better. I think I got about 234,000 views, almost 250,000, and I made $25. So even still, not that much money. $25 from YouTube Shorts after a few months of posting them, and then 88 cents on Facebook Reels. But here's the thing, and this is, I think, the big thing that I want to mention on this video is one, and again, I like to be very transparent and honest. One, maybe my shorts are not that good. I think some of them are pretty good, but maybe they're just not that good. Because for me, I do prefer horizontal, long format videos like this one. The whole quick jump cut thing of shorts, not my forte. So I will say that. Granted, I think some of them aren't bad. Like some of them got millions of views on TikTok. So it is interesting that some of my shorts or vertical videos, if I were like that did really well on TikTok, didn't perform that well on Facebook Reels or YouTube Shorts. But this one thing you may be noticing as I'm mentioning this, and this is the big one that I do want to mention on this video, as I like to look at everything. I like to be very honest and transparent and look at everything from all sides is, well, one, it's free. Posting on TikTok's free. Posting on YouTube, as like I say, YouTube Short, or even a regular video, free. Posting Facebook Reels, free. So one perspective that I might say, being honest, is, well, why not? If you are a shorts creator, like I mentioned this in the YouTube Short video, that I met a guy out in the wild. I was actually at a wine tasting, and he was a professional poker player. And he did YouTube more for fun, and all he posted was shorts. He was a shorts channel, no long format videos, and they were all like poker videos. And he got like 200,000 or 300,000 views per short. For him, and this is one unique thing, even Mr. Beast has talked about this, where the beauty of shorts now is you can take that same short, that same vertical video, post it on Facebook as a Facebook Reel, YouTube as a YouTube Short, TikTok as a TikTok video, and even Instagram as an Instagram Reel. You can put that same piece of content, especially if you are monetized on Instagram, by the way, and of course TikTok and these other platforms, and make money from 4 different platforms all simultaneously for one piece of content. That's the first thing I'm going to say, is that in some ways I say, why not? Like, maybe for you, if you are a shorts person, you're like, hey, it doesn't hurt to do Facebook Reels as well. You never know. Maybe you do have a Facebook Reel that actually does blow up. You never know. I will say this, though. I feel like people go on to TikTok to doom scroll. Let's be honest. Same thing with Instagram Reels. Same thing with YouTube Shorts. I feel like Facebook Reels, I don't think I've ever once doom scrolled on Facebook Reels. I don't know if I know anyone else that has as well. So I do feel like the mentality of someone going to Facebook is very rarely in the let me scroll for fun. It's usually scrolling and watching people's like posts, pictures, text-based things, not necessarily usually like vertical videos. So I will say that I think there is less of a market for it on Facebook. But that's the first thing I'm going to say. Why not? If you are making a lot of shorts, and like I said, and I use this as a good example, like the videos that I had are actually on all 4 platforms. All these videos that I've posted are on Instagram and also TikTok and also YouTube Shorts and also Facebook. So in some sense of it, why not? It's free. I didn't pay any money to do this. And if anything, the total amount of money I've made from all the platforms, $26. Let's just round it. I mean, you know, that's like, I don't know, like a small thing, I don't know, burger, fries, maybe a beer, maybe including tip, I don't know, right? It's like, so if I look at it like that, on the other end though, and I think this is the big kind of con that for Facebook Reels especially. Now, yes, I didn't really do that much more editing. Yes, it's the same video. I didn't really have to like repackage it and refilm it. But there is still something to be said about your time. The time that you're spending to have to go to Facebook, click upload, click the file, type in the name, and hit publish. And to be honest, when it came to all these platforms, I found that Facebook was the least amount of work. I found that creating the video, of course, was work, but then I posted on TikTok. Instagram, not that bad. YouTube Shorts, a little more work because I might do some SEO, I might do some better titling, I might pick a custom thumbnail, so a little more work on YouTube Shorts. And I found when Facebook Reels was the least amount. It maybe took me, and if I had to think of it like this, to be honest, maybe maximum, I'm gonna say like 30 seconds. 30 seconds to upload each one of these. So if you do the math out, 30 seconds, you know, what's that? If I posted about 130, let's say like 60 minutes, I don't know, so let's say about an hour to 2. Let's say 1 to 2 hours of work. If you think about it, yes, although it's free, and although it's like a why not mentality, I still spend, let's just round it to 2 hours. Let's just say 2, because sometimes I did have to spend a little more work or whatever. I spent 2 hours to make 88 cents. I made 44 cents an hour. Do you think that is a good ROI? Do you think that's a good use of your time? And that's one thing I do want to say when it comes to this kind of mentality, which I know a lot of people have of posting on numerous different platforms, is one, there is something to be said about your time. That the time of doing this, like I said, I made, let's just round it, 50 cents an hour, which is probably about average because it wasn't a full 2 hours of work total. So let's say 50 cents. 50 cents an hour. Not that good. The second thing, and I know Tim Ferriss has talked about this, very famous entrepreneur, is sometimes it's not even about the work that you put in, but the mental aspect of it being in the back of your mind. Like one analogy he used is investing. That for him, sometimes things like cryptocurrency investing was tough because even if he didn't do anything, even if he like invested in Bitcoin, for example, and then never touched it again, so he did very minimal work, it's still something in the back of your head being like, ooh, is Bitcoin up or down? And then it causes you stress, and then you're kind of worried. And I noticed with me when it came to Facebook that although, yeah, it's maybe 30 seconds to a minute a day I'd spend doing Facebook stuff, it's still something in the back of my head. I'd be like, oh, to-do list. Work on music, work on YouTube videos, do some parkour. Oh, make sure I post on Facebook. So it became a thing that I had to think about every day, which takes up mental space. In addition, even if I wasn't posting, I'd also kind of sometimes be like, oh, let me look at my analytics. How's this video doing? And it became this thing that was occupying, if I'd word it this way, I know it sounds kind of more of a psychological thing, occupying my mental space to constantly be checking it. Now, I don't care. To be honest, no offense to Facebook, but I'm never posting a Facebook reel ever again. Because like I said, one, the ROI is just not there. I mean, 88 cents for 8,000 views after about 130 something Facebook reels, not a good ROI. But two, even ignoring the time spent and the money versus time kind of thing, just the psychological aspect of constantly thinking about posting on Facebook, and it's another thing in addition to TikTok, and like, again, yes, they're the same videos and whatnot, but I think that's a big thing to keep in mind. And this is what I say to a lot of shorts creators, overall, I do think that if you're somebody who's going hard into shorts, and you do make a lot of good shorts, like that poker player I talked about, it isn't a bad idea. It's literally an extra minute of your time to take that same video, post it on Facebook. But like I said, I think the ROI is not as good, especially with the fact that a lot of people, very few, go to Facebook to watch videos.